Welcome to Wild Breakaway. I'm Audra Martin, joined by Wes Walz. The Wild fall 4-2 to the Boston Bruins at TD Garden tonight, and that's not the way you'd want to cap off this 4-game road trip, especially knowing you come back to home ice with a tough stretch of games ahead of you. Yeah, your goal on the road is always to try to finish at least 500, and if the Wild could have pulled a point out of Boston tonight, they would have done that, but they come up a little bit short, gave up the first goal in tonight's game, and really were chasing pretty much the whole night. I thought the Minnesota Wild played an outstanding third period and almost dug themselves out of that hole that they dug themselves early in the game, but it was just not quite enough there at the end. And Louis Eriksson scored the first hat trick of the season against the Minnesota Wild. Here's a look at your final stats. Boston outshooting Minnesota from the start of this game, and another one you never want to see, Minnesota going 0 for 3 on the power play, especially knowing they're going against the league's worst penalty kill. Never want to end the game that way, and when it comes to how the Wild were able to cap things off on the road, again, the early struggles a problem for this team, and that's something that needs to change when they come back to home ice.
We've got to be a little bit tighter. You know, if we don't score first, then make sure that they don't score first. And I think that's one thing that we're not doing very well. You know, they come out with the right intentions, you know, but again, if we don't score in the first period, if they don't score in the first period, that's okay. There's still lots of hockey game to be won, and lots of opportunity for us to get that. But we've got to cut down what we're giving up, because we're not going to score as many goals right now, not with the guys that we have out of the lineup. And so if we think that we can give up 4 goals a night and win, we're not.
And as he said, with guys out of the lineup, it's not going to be easy, especially when you look at what's next for the Wild, and that starts with the visiting Nashville Predators coming to town on Saturday. Yeah, for the Wild, really not a whole lot of time to breathe with the Predators rolling in. This is a team that's right on top of their game. The Wild have their next 4 or 5 games here at home. It's nice to, you know, they've been out on the road here for quite an extended period. As a player, it's always nice to get home and see your family again. So, but the Minnesota Wild, they're going to have to be ready. The Nashville Predators are right on top of their game Saturday night. And the Central Division matchups are always exciting. We look forward to bringing you all the action, starting with Wild Live at 6:30. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching Wild Breakaway.